Hola, hola, hola. How are you? You're there, right? I appreciate you. I want you to know that you bring so much color in my life, and if you have subscribed before, you like, you comment, you share, you recommend, you have paid for my classes, you have bought something from me. I'm taking this particular moment to just be grateful and say thank you so much. You may not know the magnitude of what you're doing, but it means a lot to my life. It means a lot to the generations I'm bringing forth, and a lot to the work I'm putting out for the people who actually do benefit from this. So thank you so much. Please make sure to stay respectful in the comment section. I recently started seeing some TikTok behaviors here. Please let us stem it. No cursing. If you don't like something, there are so many ways people do things. And if you notice, there's so many tribes, so many people in the world, and we all can do the same thing the same way. Your grandmother can't be the same one for all of us. So let us stay respectful. The festive season is coming up, and I decided that for you, my Kampala person, the one who's going to be coming from the city or from the town, and you're going to carry all these fruits home, or rather have all these fruits in your home, instead of just picking and eating them, you can as well just make like a beautiful fruit platter, and that is what I'm going to be sharing with you. These are not all. These are all the fruits I had in my fridge, and I was like, why not? So this is a leftover watermelon from the one I've been serving over the weekend. We have a pineapple, we have some kiwis, apples, limes, oranges, grapes. We have strawberries, we have some blueberries, some gooseberries, and yeah. So let's make a fruit platter. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Some cutting strokes, most of these things, I really hope I am able to explain them so that you can be able to do this at home with ease and impress, especially your in-laws. You will never be able to do that, but you will try, won't you? It's just a concern, a question I've been having in my mind, and I've actually asked this in my head quite a bit. The pineapple is washed, so we are going to get one half, put it aside and peel it, and then we are going to peel the other half. The question is, when we are growing up, work hard for the future. Be disciplined, do all these things, save money for the future. Yeah, make good decisions for now. Deprive yourself of so much. Don't be in luxury things. I'm going to save, make money for the future. Then you start making some money. Then you want to upgrade your life. Say for example, boom. And then someone is going to tell you, do not upgrade your life. When you start making money, that's not time for you to, start changing your lifestyle and getting better, first low and then the future. And then there's this thing that has always really bothered me, and if you know me, I upgrade, by the way. I'm not sleeping in a slum if I can afford a proper home. And someone asks you to not upgrade really because of the future. So I ask myself, death is one of the most inevitable things there is. The most sure thing that it will happen, we just don't know when. So it can just even happen now, after your paycheck has just landed. And you're still hesitating, should I eat the chicken, should I not? Should I buy the blueberries, should I buy cassava leaves? Then, somehow you stay in the loop of work hard, save for the future. When exactly is the future? What stage do you reach at and then you're like, oh my God, this is the future now. Let us shift. If you're refusing to upgrade your life or get better or do better for yourself, what snaps later on and you're like, oh shoot, we are finally in the future. I can now go and eat out. Anyways, we are going to make a small slit here. Make sure your knife is as if slipping down. And we only for you to remove this. We are going to do that on the other side. I want you to be so gentle with your knife and make sure the knife you're using is really, really sharp. Yeah, so we can also do in the middle to make something like that. And we remove this, and then you can remove the core. I just don't want to. And you can cut slightly smaller or bigger. It depends on what you're looking for. Because this is the first item that is going on the board, we are just going to put it wherever, and then we are going to build on its form to create whatever artistic picture we are looking for. Then we are going to grab the remaining one. What we are looking for here is colors, textures, and all the things in the middle. They are pretty much the same fruits, just how we are going to cut them. So we have this here, and we are just going to turn over just the next one, the next one, the next one. So we can push it there or just put it like at the end, at the edge there. What is wrong with this pineapple? So whichever you choose, we are done with the pineapple. We usually start with the bigger fruits. Now we are going to get our orange. This is a paring knife. You're going to make a diagonal cut. Go inside, another one, and another one. So we have this. I'm going to stabilize it at the bottom, and then I'm going to place it somewhere like here. Then we're going to grab the watermelon. To keep a watermelon fresh in the fridge, you need to block all the air from entering, so that is why we have a cling film that won't be working again. So there are also many different ways we can cut a watermelon, but I am going to choose this particular one, where I'm going to make a small incision between the red and the green. Make a small lift. So something like this goes off. We do the same thing on the other side. If your knife is sharp, this should be a walk in the park. I don't know actually why people think a walk in the park is an easy thing to do. They look like Christmas, a Christmas tree, so you want to support it and then push them to be as if bending towards the other side. So we want them to be taking the shape of the board. It gets a curve here, so you can use your hands and shape these. Then this one is going to make a slight turn inside. These are red seedless grapes. Now we are starting to kill the spaces that are left in there. I get my apple and cut discs. So the cute sides, we would prefer that they are the ones that face up. These will sit here. We're going to get the kiwi and do the same strokes that we did with the orange. stabilize. I don't know if you're getting the picture, but it's coming through. Guys, what we are trying to do here is contrast of colors. Still using what we have, we are going to create some pineapple cubes. If you want, you can make mnanasi out of this. And once our board starts to look full, we're going to start getting our smaller fruits and then chopping them and feeding them into the empty spaces that are remaining. Something like that. You didn't need a lot of fruits, but it does kind of stand out. And it makes sense in its own little way. And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. So with that, simple things that you already actually can access in your home or market. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the board of the week. Mother and wife and daughter-in-law and daughter of the year. There you are. Tell me it doesn't look beautiful. I really love colors. This looks good. Let me take pictures before I start eating.